Hey, my fellow hustlers, we're back with another episode. Thank you for everybody that supports us. I say it every time. And today we have an awesome guest, Miss Cynthia with the Bella Bonded Lash Academy.
Yes.
I got it. Yeah, how are you doing today?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm good. I'm good. So I was talking to you earlier. We were talking about it actually. What is Bella Bonded Lash Academy?
Okay, so it's the first lash academy. Oh, wait, it's the only lash academy in the area. So
Okay.
before, if you wanted to get your lashes for lash extensions, you'd
Yeah.
have to drive up to Dallas and do that
To get
to
licensed?
get
Oh,
licensed.
wow.
So now I opened a school here, and now everyone can come and get their license here in Amarillo.
Really? Is that a big market here?
Yes.
Really?
It's a huge market. And it's funny because, like, sometimes I run into people and they'll say, like, oh, you're going to do lashes too? Everyone's doing lashes.
Yeah.
And I'm like, everyone's doing nails too. And everyone's busy.
Yeah.
And we all have clients and everyone has their own clients. So,
Yeah. That's cool. Yeah.
Yeah.
What made you get into that?
so I actually moved to Odessa
Oh, wow.
in like 2018.
Yeah.
And then I was moving back. And so I thought, should I go back to my job? I used to work at a clinic. It was like a cosmetic clinic where you'd get like Botox and stuff.
Okay.
And so I was like, should I go back? I've been there for 8 years, and I mean, I know I like it, but then
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, I'm gonna try lashes and see if I could do it.
Yeah.
And so I started it, and I was the first one to start doing lashes in Friona, which is a small
Okay.
town. I
Small
know.
town.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because I'm originally from Friona, and I got crazy busy.
Really?
Yes.
Over there?
Yes.
Because you're probably the only one in town.
I was
now?
the only one in town.
Yeah.
And then after me, I moved to Canyon, and so I would drive back and forth. But then I got like crazy with kids and stuff.
Yeah.
So then I had a lot of girls call me like, "Well, where did you go to school? And like, how did you do it?"
Yeah.
And so I was like helping people out. And then I thought like, well, there's a market for that.
There's a market. Yeah.
Yeah, because a lot of people would say like, "Yeah, but I can't drive to Dallas.
Yeah.
Like, I can't
It's
go and
pretty far.
stay there for 8 weeks because it's an 8 week
Oh,
program."
it's an 8-week program. Cool.
So you have to stay there for 8 weeks. But then the pandemic hit, and then they started doing it online, and then they just kept it. So
Yeah.
like there is some available online, but like me myself, I'm a hands-on learner.
Yeah.
So like I couldn't do it online, and especially something so tedious like lashes.
Yeah.
So I thought like, oh, this
That's
great
cool.
market.
That's
for
awesome.
This. Yeah.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
So you had to go to Dallas to get your license?
Yeah.
For 8 weeks?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, wow.
Yes.
That's commitment right there.
I know.
So you would drive from Midland to Dallas?
Well, I was actually in Friona at the time.
Oh, wow.
So then I would stay there for a little bit and then do some classes. And then that's when I said the pandemic hit.
Yeah.
And so then I finished it online.
Oh, wow. That was probably easier now, online?
Yeah. It was easier to finish online, but then you didn't learn anything.
That's true.
So I was like, so now who's going to teach me how to do this? So then I just got on like YouTube and TikTok, and I was like learning how to do it.
Yeah. What was the hardest part, you think?
It's hard.
Is it?
Like doing lash. I should have brought my mannequin.
Well, here's what I was going to say. My wife used to do them, and she got licensed
Oh.
somehow. They don't, I don't know how, here or somewhere.
Well, if she's a cosmetologist,
Yes.
okay, so she can do them.
Oh, okay, yeah.
But there's some girls who don't want to take the whole course of cosmetology because it's long. It's long and it's expensive.
Okay, so maybe she does have her little certificate and stuff.
So I just got mine for lashes because I knew I didn't want to do hair.
Oh, I got you.
So
she never uses it, but she got it.
Well, that's nice because if something happens and she needs it, she'll have it.
Yeah.
You know, because I know a lot of girls who do
that's
that.
crazy.
Yeah.
You get a whole certificate and all that stuff, and then you don't use it.
Yeah, a whole license. Yeah.
What's that good school in Dallas for hair? Wade Gordon? Is it Wade Gordon?
Wade Gordon is here.
Oh no, it's a bigger one. Do you know? You don't know what I'm talking about?
No, I don't.
Oh, Paul Mitchell.
No,
Paul Mitchell. That's where she went. And I was like, man, you went to this badass school, got your certificate, and then didn't even use it once.
Well, don't think like that. I like to think, like, because I tell my daughter, I'm like, I'd rather you try 100 things and make me spend time and you spend time, me spend money, and you find your passion like that way, than not try anything at all and be stuck in the same place.
That's true.
So I'm like, try everything. And if you think you'll be interested, try it. And maybe you're not interested, and maybe you'll find, or that will lead you to where you're really interested.
Yeah. So but where I was going with that is that I've seen it. Like you put one at a time, and it takes what, like 4 hours?
Yeah. So I have a lot of friends who are cosmetologists, and they're like, "Oh, I'm gonna try it," and they'll try it, and they're like, "Heck no, it's not for me." And I'm like, "It's not for everybody because it's like a lot of work."
She bought the bed and everything. It's crazy.
Yeah.
I was like, that seems pretty. I couldn't do it.
Yeah.
Because the way I explain it, how do you do eyelashes?
So on eyelash extensions, so you like lay them down and then you put a pad under their eye, and then you separate each eyelash.
Get a little closer, please. Yeah.
Is that better?
That's good. Yeah.
So then you separate each eyelash, and then as soon as you get one isolated and separated from the rest, then you apply it. But it's hard because sometimes they don't stick.
Yeah.
It's a whole thing.
Process.
Yeah, it's a whole process.
That's crazy. Yeah, I would see people come in and out and stuff, and
yeah, and it's like a new set, like up to 3 hours.
Really, and they're expensive.
Yeah,
right?
they're
Like
really
what, $200?
expensive. Yes. So, for the first time, it's about 200. I think like the cheapest would be like 150.
Yeah.
For the first time, and then you get fills every 2 weeks.
That's what that means. I'm gonna go get a fill.
I'm gonna go get a fill. Yeah. So those run from a cheap fill would be like $60 to like $85.
That's crazy.
$100.
Y'all just be balling. All these girls know eyelashes.
Around Christmas. Yeah. I mean, you'll make some good money.
Really?
Yeah. Like around Christmas, I would get there early. I would get there like at 7:30, and I'd be there till like 1 in the morning.
Wow.
And my husband's like, I'm not liking this anymore. Yeah, because you're there all day, and it's like, crazy. I think I give myself like an hour and a half with everybody.
And then you also got to schedule them like after they get off work and things like that, huh?
Yeah.
A lot of after hours.
Well, I have a lot of my girls will come during their lunch break. Or some of them are like nurses, and their schedule is like different. Yeah. And so.
That's crazy. Man. Yeah. But y'all be balling then, because I see Cassie goes every other week or something.
Every 2 weeks.
To get filled
and I do too. Since 2018, I've never stopped. I took a break for a little bit this year, but it's like every 2 weeks, you're $80.
And then her eyes start to itch and she starts pulling them.
Oh, no.
There goes a dollar. There goes a dollar.
And I had a lot of husbands who'll say, like, collect them and then just take them back to her. Maybe she'll give you a discount. Like, no, we're not going to use them.
That's crazy.
But there's definitely a market for it. So anyone who wants to do it, come and hit me up. We can schedule a consultation and get you.
The school thing, how's that going to work? Is it just you, or is it you have partners? You got people working for you?
No, it's me. I'm the day instructor, and then I have a night instructor. Okay. So it's just us two right now. And then we're enrolling. We could have up to 25 students each. Oh, wow. And like I said, it's an 8-week course. Well, it's set up for 8 weeks, but you could definitely finish in less than 8 weeks.
Yeah. Like and then 8 weeks. You got a building and everything you're doing that at?
Yeah. So my building, it's off 2219, kind of by the Four Corners.
Oh, okay, out there by Sticky Chicky.
Out there by Sticky Chicky, yeah.
Yeah, and that's all ready and open, ready to go?
Yeah, it's ready and it's open, and I have pictures on my website and on our Facebook and our Instagram.
That's cool. Have you done the grand opening and all that, or no?
Well, it's because when I started doing lashes there, the rooms were for lashes, and the front was a jewelry. We did permanent jewelry, and we did jewelry.
I think I've seen a couple of videos of that.
Yeah, and so now that I opened the school, I can't sell anything in that building. So now I completely changed everything, and now the front is the school, and then the back is the rooms where the clients are going to lay down to get,
That jewelry, was that you too doing that? Yeah. Are you still going to do that or no?
I still do that. I do that on, like, in the weekends on the vendor shows.
The heck? Oh, that was a car. Okay, so you still do that?
Yeah.
But you just can't do it out of that school?
No. Which I didn't do much there. I sold, like, most of the, like, where I'd sell the most was in the vendor markets.
Oh, really? So you do a lot of networking, right?
Oh, yeah.
How important do you think that is?
It's so important.
Is it?
Like, I don't think your business is going to work if you don't network.
Yeah.
And every single time I would go to a networking event, like, I've never gone to one and not get something back from it. So especially since I do the permanent jewelry, so I would go there and you get up and you introduce yourself to everyone, and then at the end of the night, someone would come up to me and they'd say, "Hey, do you do private events?" I do. I do any private events that you.
So you get some business out of that networking. That's cool.
Yeah, and then I get to I've hosted a lot of events there in my shop too.
Really?
Because I like to get. So I get with other business owners, especially women. And nothing against men, but I love working with women.
Market.
And so we've had Shabby's Cakes, and she's like at home baker.
Yeah.
And so we did a cake decorating class in my building.
Oh, to bring traffic in. That's smart.
Yeah. And so I did my permanent jewelry, and then she sold the tickets, and we got sold out that same day.
Really?
Yeah, I think she had like 25 people come in, and it was like that and people would message her like, "Can you just add one more chair?" And she's like, "I can't." And then I also had a florist from Plainview, and then she did a floral shop or little class, a floral workshop. and she sold the tickets too, and she did really well.
Really?
And then we had A Works. She does paint parties,
Mm-hmm.
and so we've done hers like 2 or 3 times. We did a
Nice.
Mother's Day one too with her.
That's pretty cool.
So she'll bring people in, and then so she gets business, and I get business, and then we have a good time. It's really fun.
It's fun.
Yeah, well, because then I met these girls that have a travel bar, like Sisters on the Rocks.
Yeah, I think I've seen it.
Yeah, they're 2 girls, and they have like a mobile bar.
Yeah.
And they'll come and they do mixed drinks.
Yeah, they'll just set up outside. Yeah.
And then we also invite. I've had quite a few the charcuterie board
Yeah.
girls.
Yeah.
Is that how you got it?
Security.
Charcuterie board. Charcuterie board.
Because we're Mexican.
Yeah. We have an accent.
Yeah, we do.
So I've had a bunch of those girls come. Well, actually, I had a girl, Brie and Bread. She's from Canyon, and then she did a workshop too.
Yeah.
And hers was really cute. It was really fancy.
Yeah.
And she would teach you how to make your own really fancy charcuterie board. Charcuterie board. And
we gotta bring James in this. No, that's cool. And then, are you part of any networking groups?
Yes.
Like BNIs or anything like that?
Well, Amarillo Women in Business and the Amarillo Hispanic Chamber.
Okay. You're in it? You help them?
Mm-hmm.
What do you do with them?
Well, no, I'm just in.
Oh, you're like part of it. Okay.
Part of it.
Yeah. That's
and
cool. I think we're gonna join too.
Yeah, I love it.
It's fun. All the business after hours and things like that.
Yeah, I love it, and I've got a lot of business from there too.
Yeah. That's good. Yeah, networking, you definitely need to have it.
Yeah.
It keeps your business out there, you know. And then Amarillo, it's a small city. Like it's a big small city.
Yeah.
So word gets around, you know, and then you get to know people. They refer you, things like that. Yeah. What was the hardest part about starting this school that you're gonna do?
About starting school. Well, the process is hard. It's like it took me 2 years to get, like, I send in the paperwork to Austin. Then and it's not like you think now you can email them. No.
Yeah.
It's like you send in some papers by the time they get there and stuff. And it took me 2 years.
Wow.
For them to finally say, okay, you're qualified and you can open a school.
Oh, because not anybody can just do that.
No.
What all do you have to be
well,
go through?
Well, you have to have a financial statement, and it has to be signed by like a licensed CPA to let them know that you're not going to close down within a couple of months.
Yeah.
And leave everybody, you know. And then you have to have like a whole curriculum and make sure that the hours meet what the state requires for you to get your license.
Yeah.
And so it's a whole process. What else? Inspections
and all that. They're probably strict.
Inspections. Yeah, they're very strict.
Yeah. Do you have any? Go ahead. Sorry.
Well, I was telling my husband, I'm like, everything about this is hard.
Yeah.
And like even just ordering the books, it's like, no, you have to fill an application.
Really?
You have to get approved. I'm like, to get a book.
To get
a book. And it's I think everything's been kind of like a process.
Yeah. Well, I mean, at least you're there already.
Yeah, I'm here already. Yeah. I just need people to sign up already.
That was my next question. Do you have anybody in there yet? Or
yes. I have a couple girls who are signed up, and then I have a whole lot of girls who have called, and they just haven't like made the move.
The move, yeah.
I think that's the hardest part because a lot of girls are like, I want to do it, but I'm waiting.
Yeah.
And what are you waiting for?
Yeah.
You know, just start. I think the hardest thing about anything is just starting.
Yeah.
And once you start it, it's like the ball just keeps rolling. And
yeah. And is it something that you have to start like everybody on the same day, or you can start it whenever?
So we enroll monthly.
Okay, monthly.
So we start with like chapter 1 and everything that has to do with that, and there's 8 chapters, and so you can jump in at any time. So if you start chapter 2, then you'd graduate when we get back to chapter 2.
Oh, okay.
And then afterwards, we hold a graduation at the WT at the. And I just went blank.
The what? Enterprise Center?
No.
Where's it at?
It's
by the football field.
Where's it at? It's right by W2. They have a little stadium or a little suite that they do the graduations in. Oh, nice. So we host a graduation there.
That's cool.
I'm trying to think of the name because it's a really cute building.
It's like an actual canyon or by the football field.
Is it called the Visual?
I don't know. I don't know many people. No, you're good.
Yeah, and so that's where we host the graduation, and that was like we have to get it approved, and we have to make sure you're legit. Yeah. And so it's the like Legacy Hall.
Legacy Hall.
Yeah, it's really pretty.
Oh, that is cool. Yeah. So it's a legit school.
Yeah. It's approved
like
through
a college.
Yeah, TDLR.
Really?
Yeah, okay. It's approved. So that's another thing that I was gonna say because there is a lot of people here in Amarillo that do little courses.
Yeah.
But that just it's not like you won't get a license with it. It's just like me showing you how to do lashes, and I'll give you like a little certificate afterwards.
Yeah.
So people will get confused. So sometimes people will say like, "Well, why are you charging so much?" And I'm like, "Well, this is different, you know." And so there's a lot of confusion with that, because some people will take a course. Like me teaching you or you teaching me, you know, and then they think that they can do lashes now, when in reality you have to have a license.
Oh, that's very interesting.
Yeah.
Is there a lot of people that do that? Like,
Oh, yeah.
There's also people that don't even have a certificate, right? Right?
Yeah.
Okay.
There is.
I hear a lot because Cassie, I'm not throwing anybody under the bus, but she'll say, "Hey, I'm gonna go to this girl's house. It's in her freaking living room."
Yeah, yeah, but that's another thing that I tell the lash artists is, and everybody who does lashes will agree. If people are going to your house, they're expecting to pay a little bit. They're not expecting to. So when you try to charge them, like, you know, because it's the time and it's the product. I'm not using less product because you know. But they'll say like, well, you're working from your house. I'm not going to pay you the full amount.
Yeah.
So people are expecting to pay less. So it's like, if you are working from home, go ahead and get your license and then charge more.
Yeah.
Because people will pay more because you're working in the salon. And so,
that's
and then
crazy.
not only that, but if you have your license and you're legit, you can actually use as an income. You know, if you're trying to buy a house or a car, you can actually use it as an income.
That's true.
Or if you're working from your house without a license, you can't use that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
that's crazy. It's interesting to me because I'm around that a lot too. And I knew when I'm gonna talk to you, I was like, man, I have a lot of questions to see what I can get Cassie for. See if
you're
she
like,
says.
I know. Or you're gonna be like, you can get it cheaper somewhere else. Well, that's another thing. So at the school, we're actually gonna take in clients. So the students are gonna work at a student price.
Oh, okay.
To the public. But a lot of these girls, like you said, they've been doing lashes. They've just never got the license for it. So they're really good. They're good. And so this is your time to get in and get like cheaper lashes by someone who's probably really good. Yeah, you're helping them practice, and you're getting a cheaper price. And they're really good. I mean, a lot of them have been doing it for years.
For sure. And is it? You don't have to tell me pricing, but is this something that's going to be very expensive, affordable?
Well, no, I can go ahead and say prices. So right now it's $5,000 for the enrollment, but we do have a $500 incentive when you pay up front. So if you pay up front, it would be $4,500, and then we did partner up with a firm. And so you can get it through a firm and get it in payments, or we have in-house financing.
Really?
But the in-house financing, we divided by 8 weeks. So it's a little high for someone to pay weekly.
Yeah.
But it's 0 interest. So we have a bunch of different ways that you can pay it.
Yeah.
So
that's pretty cool. That's not too bad. 45.
No, it's not, and it's funny because it's funny you say that, because I've talked to a lot of school owners like in Dallas and like Fort Worth area, and I like to pick their brain, and I'm like, hey, so what did you do here, or how are you doing that? And then they said, how much are you charging? And I said $5,000. So it's pretty cheap. And I said, I know, and we're starting. We'll see how that goes, and then we'll go from there.
Yeah, it's a different market too. You know, Amarillo's a little smaller.
Yeah.
I feel like Amarillo's like we're behind. That's kind of why I want to do this podcast. Yeah. Because I always felt like Amarillo's just be a little bit behind every other
I know,
city. I know.
And it's funny because when I would talk to the girls from Dallas or Fort Worth, and I would say like, I'm going to be the first school. Yeah. And no one's, like, there's no schools. They're like, you're so lucky. And I'm like, let's see if people will actually get signed up. But they're like, definitely, because it beats having to drive up to here, Dallas, or some girls will go to El Paso and do it. And so,
wow. And it's good money. I mean, even the girls that are coming out of school, high school and stuff, you can make it a career, correct?
Yeah. And then I have a lot of girls because I go to WT like once a month and do my permanent jewelry, but I'm like going and passing out my flyers. So girls will be like, I want to do it as a side gig to put me through college. Yeah. Or I have a lot of nurses that will do it as a side gig to, you know.
Extra money.
Yeah. Or like stay-at-home moms who just want something to do and get like some money.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
It's good money though. I mean, especially if you do like 20 a week. Imagine. Yeah.
Well, actually,
what's the most you could do a week, or have you done a week?
Like around Christmas time, really? I'm telling you, I do like 11 in one day.
Really?
Around Christmas time, a lot. I'll go early and I'll be there till like 1 in the morning sometimes. My husband's like, I hate this. I don't like this.
Why Christmas? Everybody's
trying to get in, and especially because in Christmas I will close like from Christmas to New Year.
Yeah.
So it's like if you didn't get in, you didn't get
You're
in.
done.
The same with nails. Like if you try to get, and one time I messaged a girl around Christmas time and I said, "Do you have an appointment to start getting my nails done?" And she said, "You're joking, right?" Like no,
No.
I don't have any
Oh,
appointment.
wow.
So like as girls, we love our nails, we love our
For the
hair, we love
pictures
our
and all that stuff. Yeah.
our lashes. So we make
Yeah.
sure that we get in.
Yeah. You don't want to look crazy in those Christmas pictures. You know?
Yeah. Or when you see your sister-in-law walk in, you want to look better.
You want to look better.
So you're like, I have to look good.
That's awesome. No, that's cool.
Yeah, so there's a big market, and so me, I'm a mom, and so I do. And my husband, he used to work out of town. He just last week started working out of town, and
Really?
which is different. But I would tell him, I'm a single mom. He's like, you're not a single mom. I'm like, well, technically I am. So I would do 2 in the morning, and that's like 60, 70. So it'd be like a $60 fill and let's say a $70 fill because they're different depending on the styles. And then I'd go take lunch, pick up my kids, come back and do 2 more. So I was like, I was getting a good amount of money. And then I'm only putting in, 4 hours a day?
That's awesome.
Yeah.
It's good money. Do guys do it? Have you seen a guy?
Yes,
Really?
actually, there's this guy who's TikTok famous. He's a cholo.
Really? A cholo?
I think he's from from California, but he's like a cholo, like tattoos, like cholo. And then he's known for that. I think he's called like the cholo or something. Yeah. And then him and his wife, they do it, but he's way better than the wife.
Really?
And he's like a big old buff guy with tattoos, looking crazy. And he'll like sit down and do lashes. He's famous for it, and I'm sure he charges a whole bunch because he is,
What's
TikTok
his name?
famous.
Eyelash cholo.
Yeah, like eyelash tech who's a cholo. I don't know.
Cholo. What's a cholo for the white people?
A cholo, like a gangster.
A gangster.
Oh, he's a gangster.
Like this guy?
Yes. What is his name?
Lashy G. Lashy G.
Yeah, and then it's funny, and I think one of his brother or his cousin does them too.
Oh no, it's a girl that reposted him.
Yeah, it's funny. So the guys do it too.
Lash Poppy, cholo vibes.
Yeah,
that's funny.
I don't think I could ever let my husband do it just because I'm a little jealous. I'm like, I don't want you sitting there. And
this guy?
Yeah.
The lash. His name's I guess everybody's just reposting Lash Poppy. No, I don't know. It's weird, but that's cool.
Yeah,
so you have seen guys.
He makes a lot of money. He'll post sometimes like how much he makes.
Really?
He makes a lot of money.
So guys can do it too.
Yeah, and then because you can actually like do different stuff because a lot of people will sell their own brands. Like their own brand of glue and lashes and tweezers.
Is that something you're gonna get into eventually?
No, I'm not. Just because it's just not my thing. But I do have a lot of friends who do have their own brand here in Amarillo, and so because there's not a supply store.
Oh,
that's another market. Yeah, there's not a supply store, and
where do people get their stuff?
And like online,
Amazon.
Yeah, Amazon or something like that. Yeah, we get everything on Amazon now.
Really?
But if you run out here in Amarillo, what are you gonna?
Screwed.
Yeah, you're screwed.
Wow.
So then we have a lot of lash artists who start selling their own brand, and you run out and you'll just run to theirs. That's so smart. I just feel like Amarillo has nothing. Yeah. And so there's a market for it.
Well, that's awesome. I think like doing these things for this city, it's gonna bring it up,
Yeah, definitely.
Different things that are coming up, and hopefully it grows. It's gonna be growing, so it'll be a good market for you. What have you thought about the future? Is it something you want to do just here, or do you want to expand later on?
I definitely want to expand. So I mentioned earlier, I'm from Freona.
Yeah, Freona.
And so a lot of the things that I feel like I do, I always think of me still being in Freona. So I thought like I would love to expand to maybe Hereford, because my husband's from Demet, and Hereford's kind of like the middle point, where you can get like Bovina and Freona, and towns, and then the same up north, and like maybe something up in border area.
And then another question is do white girls get eyelashes? Right, they do.
Yeah, yeah. The majority of my clientele is. You won't get canceled for being racist, will you?
No racist. But
the majority of my clientele is like white older ladies.
Really?
So because everybody has, because I know I said earlier, one thing that I hear a lot is everyone's doing lashes, but everybody has their different styles. So my style is, and not because I chose it, it's just I think it chose me. Like older white ladies, and they just do like classic, very very subtle, thin. Thin. Like
there's some wild ones, like the freaking bushy ones.
Yes.
I was like, what the? Like,
Uh-huh.
does it not get tiring?
No.
We always make fun of
Yeah.
my wife because she'll blink and we're like, oh, hold on, you're gonna take off because she start going like
I
that.
know, or even try like riding like a
Yeah.
motorcycle or a car. I like we drive around the golf cart in the afternoons, and sometimes it's like my lashes just
Yeah.
going like this, like waving at everybody, and I'm like,
That's cool.
yeah. But yeah, you have different styles, and so I do a lot of just natural
Yeah.
looking ones.
That's cool.
Yeah.
That's interesting to me.
Mhm.
And what about you? What do you like to do for fun? Do you have time for fun right now?
It's funny. It's funny because everyone asks me, like, I feel like you have an extra day in your life because I do so much.
Yeah.
Yeah, I do the lashes. I'm doing the lash school, and then I do the permanent jewelry in the weekend. But we do. I feel like we have time to. We like travel. I have three sisters and a brother. And we're really, really, really close. And then I have a huge cousin group. So we're always doing something.
Yeah.
And I don't know. It's funny because when I used to work at the clinic, they would say, like, you Mexicans always have something going on. I said, we do.
We do.
I said, I kid you not. Sometimes I have like 3 baby showers in one day.
What?
And then it's like I have to go to each one.
Yeah.
And then they have, we have like baptisms and weddings and quinceañeras, everything in the same weekend. And so we're really, really busy.
Stay busy. And then your husband, he does trucking, right?
Yeah,
He has a trucking company?
hauls water.
Yeah, I met him. He's pretty cool.
Yeah, he hauls water. And so, but since he used to work out of town a lot. We would travel a lot, and honestly, we wouldn't see each other unless we were traveling.
Really?
Yeah, because he worked between. I don't know if you know where Orla, Texas. Not a lot of people, unless you're like in the oil field industry, you won't know it.
Yeah.
It's not even a town. There's just like gasoline stations there. It's between Pecos and Carlsbad.
Okay.
So that's where he would work, and so a lot of times we like to go to the beaches in Mexico, and so I'd pick him up in Pecos, and then we'd fly to Juarez. And from Juarez, you get the flights like crazy cheap.
Yeah.
And so we would fly out from Juarez to,
That's awesome.
And then, so then I'd pick him up on my way to the trip. We'd spend the trip together. Then I'd drop him off and then it'd come home. Yeah.
Dang.
Yeah. So,
crazy.
but now he's working here, so I get to see him every day.
That's awesome. So you like to travel?
Yeah.
Beaches? Yeah.
Yeah.
That's all. When was the last time you went?
We went at the beginning of August.
This summer?
Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah.
I didn't get to do anything this summer. I've been so busy.
Well,
which is good.
Yeah.
But
yeah. Well, we find the time because we're really busy too. But we find the time.
Yeah, you have to. Huh?
Yeah, you have to.
Yeah,
you have to.
So he owns a trucking car. That's his company, right? Are where'd y'all get this entrepreneurship mindset? I
don't know. I think it just fell in our laps.
Really?
I really think so. Wow. Yeah, because it's funny. A lot of people were like, wow, like I can't believe you like opened your own school, and how did you? And I said, I don't know. I think it's kind of like when you're like hiking a mountain and you're like, I'm doing it. You don't ever realize like, okay, I already kind of went up pretty high, and you don't even realize you've gotten so high up. But
that's crazy.
I think it kind of just fell in our laps.
And where are you from? Like, you were born here or Mexico?
Yeah, so no, I was born here in Friona, but my dad is from Durango and my mom's from Zacatecas.
Oh, nice.
So I'm like first generation.
Yeah.
So I think it's one of those things that it's funny because one of the things that I always quote, and my sisters laugh about it, is like, I have to do it for Jose Perez Leon. And like, who's that? And I'm like, it really like, it struck a match on me. I don't know if you've listened to the song of Los Tigres del Norte.
¿Cuál?
Jose Perez Leon.
Oh, no.
It's talking about this guy who's coming to the U.S. and he comes in a train box, and then they all suffocate and they all die.
Oh, shoot.
So it's like telling his story, so how he comes and how he was gasping for air, and the whole time he just realizes that he's never going to see his family again. I think I heard it. And so one time I was on my way to work and I was listening to it, and I told my sisters, I'm like, man, he died trying to get here, and here we are, valiendo madre. Like, here we are not doing nothing. Yeah. And so it's funny because they'll say like, dang, well, you're doing good. And I'm like, I'm doing it for Jose Luis, whatever his name is.
Jose,
Jose Luis Perez Leon, I think.
Yeah, that's crazy. Yeah, but people don't even think about that.
Yeah.
Like, they take it for granted.
Yeah.
That people, like, some people come over here. Mm-hmm. Whenever I'm going through, like, tough situations, I think about, like, man, there's people, like, and freaking Ukraine getting bombed, watching their kids die, things like that, and I'm like, and I'm over here bitching about freaking I'm gonna be late to something, or you know what I'm saying?
Do you ever take your kids to Mexico?
No, we haven't. No. Don't take them.
I'm gonna get you in trouble for not taking them. So actually, it's funny because me and my husband were talking about that. We've been to Mexico only this year about 11 times.
Holy crap!
I know. I was like, people are gonna think we're like it's selling drugs or something. But
what are y'all doing over there?
We had a couple like not good situations, and that's why we had to go. But we take our kids twice a year. We take them in July and then we take them in December. And so where we go, it's a small little like village. I wouldn't even call it a town. And my kids love to go and they play with all the kids there. Yeah. And so sometimes I'll tell them and I'll say like, hey, did you go to your friend's house? Yeah. And I'll say, who all lives there? I don't know, like the grandma, the grandpa, the mom, the dad, and the kids, and the wife of the kid. And I said, did you notice that their house only has 2 rooms? Mm-hmm. And they're like, yeah. And I'm like, where do you think they sleep? Oh, I didn't think about that. Yeah. I'm like, there's only 2 beds. Where do you think everybody sleeps? And she's like, I'm like, they sleep on the floor. Mm-hmm. And then she's like, my kids will be like, really, Mom? I'm like, yeah. So a lot of, even now, like a lot of them don't know how to read and write because the school only goes up to 6th grade. Yeah, that's crazy. But the government pays the teacher to show, like they pay them like in advance. Mm-hmm. So sometimes they don't even show up. Really? So the teachers don't show up. So they and then it's one teacher for all the grades. Yeah. So like a lot of them don't. They either they only get up to 6th grade, and then they don't ever go to school. Yeah. But most of the time they don't even go to school because the teacher doesn't show up. Yeah. They get their check and they never show up. That's and so crazy. I tell my daughters, I'm like, did you know, like, you know, they don't even know how to read and write. Mm-hmm.
You gotta be thankful, huh?
Yeah. So I like, not because they're my kids, but they're really grateful kids, and I think it has everything to do with the fact that they go twice a year and they know people who like sleep on the floor every night. You know.
That's what I would tell my little one, Adelie. I'll tell her, hey, whenever I was little, like, would share a little bag of chips for like 3 brothers, all 3 of us, right? 3 siblings. She's like, what? Yeah, I was like, and it would just be like 3 of us sleeping in the same bed. My mom and my brother and me, and then like a queen size.
Yeah,
you know,
and they don't
dirt
realize
floors,
it.
all that stuff.
Our kids don't realize. Our kids are spoiled, and not even just our kids. I think like now, I don't think I've met a kid who actually like gets a gift and like appreciates.
Happy, right?
Like, we went to the homecoming parade. And it's funny because they'll be throwing candy. It gets to the point where there's candy all over the floor and the kids are not picking it up anymore.
No, they just look at it.
I told my husband, I'm like, if we were in Mexico right now, man, the kids would be fighting over this candy. But we get to the point where we have candy everywhere. We have everything we need. Yeah. And it's like, we don't appreciate anything.
We don't. And then at the same time, us too, sometimes
we're the same. Yeah, we're the same way. We can talk about our kids all day long. We're the same way. I know. So it was funny because my daughter, she got a whole bunch of gifts for her birthday. Mm-hmm. To the point where she wouldn't even open them. Yeah. So I grabbed the gifts and I put them aside. And then I told my husband, like, when we go to Mexico in December, we'll find like a little girl asking for money and then we'll give her the gift. Yeah. So then when we were leaving, my daughter's like, oh, there's my doll. And I said, you didn't ever open it. Mm-hmm. You had it for a whole year. You didn't ever open it. Yeah. She's like, but I want it now. Yeah. And then my older kids were like, no, we're going to give it. And they were so excited that we decided to do stuff like that. Mm-hmm. So on our way to Mexico, we'll get like goodie bags. Mm-hmm. And not even that we buy. It's stuff that's around our house. Yeah. And then so where we go, they'll go around the side of the street because they know like there's a lot of people coming from the U.S. Yeah. And then so they're fixing the street. Mm-hmm. So they'll have shovels. And then when you get to the speed bump, they'll be at the speed bump. Yeah. And then they'll be like, oh, do you have some water or something? And then the kids will like give them a gift. But there was one, and it's funny. My sister-in-law probably has the video. Because my sister-in-law does hair in Friona, and she got all her clients to donate toys. Mm-hmm. And so she gave the kid a toy. And I guess they went and like scream at like everybody. Yeah. So she's like, you can see a kid like miles away, like maybe 3-year-old, like running with his tiny little legs to come get like a gift. And I said, it's just like little things like that you're crazy. Like, man, I mean, they will appreciate it where our kids will have it and not even open it. Because,
you know what that reminds me of? You say they're working on the road, act like they were. What I used to do when I was little, there would be potholes. Yeah. Y luego, we would get dirt like in buckets and go fill them in. So cars that were driving by, they'd give us pesos.
So that's what we're talking about. Yeah. That's exactly what I'm talking about.
That was me. Yeah, when I was little. Y luego, we'd get dollars in Chihuahua. Chihuahua. Y luego, they would drive by, give us pesos or whatever. Yeah. And then at night, we'd go and dig them back out.
Yeah, no, I know. And it's funny because I say supposedly because you know it's like, it's a thing that you do around Christmas and around July when you know that there's trucks from the U.S. And they have dollars.
Yeah. But the like people would stop, be like, "Didn't I just give you like 2 pesos yesterday?" And we're like, "See, pero like the
Yeah.
dirt came out, whatever."
Yeah.
But we would go dig it back out at
That is
night.
hilarious.
Yeah.
Yeah. So and then they still do that.
Yeah.
So every time we go, you see those and you're like, hey. But so I don't know. We should say this, but our kids, I don't know why they would get like snack packs from school. I don't know who signed us. Maybe because we're Mexican and they thought they're poor or something. I
What,
don't know.
here?
Yeah.
Oh, really?
So my kids, they go to Canyon ISD, and so I don't know if they signed up or if they or we just like because we're the only Mexicans there. Well, they give them snack packs, and so we collect it, and then when we go to Mexico, we give them, and that's when we give. So the kids that are in the pot, like filling up the potholes.
Yeah.
We'll give them like a handful of stuff, and they get really excited about it.
I would get happy, and then I would go buy a torta with a Coke, man, and get on top of the roof and just sit up there and eat it.
I am so disappointed that you've never taken your kids.
No, I need to.
You need to, especially Chihuahua. My kids love Chihuahua. We go to Chihuahua often, and they love it.
Yeah. What about here? What else do y'all do for fun? Do you like the where? So you grew up in Frio, no?
Yeah.
Did you grow up playing any sports, anything like that?
I didn't.
No. You were. I don't want to say it. Never mind.
What?
you get like the Mexican group, whatever. They don't play anything. They're they're just BS.
No. I would help. I was what did they call it? They call it a different name now, but I was like the water girl for like the football team and stuff. But I'm very like I'm not coordinated. I'm not athletic at all. Well, actually, I ran. I'm kidding. I ran.
You did?
I ran cross country and I ran
track.
Nice, but long distance.
Yeah, that was me too. Long distance.
I ran. I don't know why.
And then did you go to college after?
No. So I actually have really, really high dyslexia.
Okay.
So I struggled so bad in school. Yeah.
That's
so,
where you
so you see like the numbers backwards. But not just that, but like you don't soak in information. So like you can give me 3 instructions and I'll get the first one. After that, none of it will soak in.
Really?
Yeah. It was funny because when we went parasailing and like I was talking to me in Spanish and my daughter's looking at me like, tell me what I need to do.
Yeah.
And I said, I don't know, just guess. Just tell me. And I said, it doesn't soak in. I don't know. And so that's another thing. I kind of wanted to do this just because I was so bad. I wasn't even a C student. I was like a D student.
Really?
Damn. Yeah. And so I was like, I want to do something, but I know college is not my thing.
Yeah.
I went to medical assistant school and I was there and I was like, I took my sister with me because she was not doing anything either. And I said, we're going to do this and we're going to be medical assistants. And then the whole time I was there, I'm like, I don't know what we're doing. You should say like, yeah, we're doing this and this and that. I mean, you're not paying. No, I don't understand anything. Yeah. But then I realized something. You know how people with like that are on the spectrum, they're more of like hands-on. Like they like especially people with autism, they obsess over one thing. Yeah. And then they like are really, really good. Like there's people who are really good at like, I don't know, maps or like vacuum cleaners. I've heard a bunch of different things. So I'm like, maybe I'm on the spectrum. Like I'm some type of autism, you know? Because when we got on the field as far as like medical assistant, I did so good. And then I started working at a clinic and their surgical tech quit. Right. So they like threw me in there and they're like, okay, you're gonna start doing it just while we find somebody. Yeah. And I was like, okay, well, just while you find somebody, because I'm scared. Like I don't know anything about this. And then I started doing it to the point where I was like, before he even asked for it, I'm like, like memorized it within like the first time. Yeah. And then they're like, whoa, you did really well. And I was like, I think it's like one of those things that I'm not like book smart. And I think it's like maybe on the spectrum.
More hands-on.
Yeah, more hands-on. Yeah. And it was like, I'm more of like a hands-on person. And especially I think that's why I got the lash extension thing so quick.
Oh yeah.
Because it's
that makes sense.
Like more of a, tedious type thing.
Yeah. That's cool. Yeah. Well, I'm glad you came in. Thank you for your time.
Well, thank you for having me.
I look forward to seeing what happens with the school. I think you'll be successul. You know, you're in those networking groups. You're out there, so I think you'll do good.
I really hope so. It's just because I feel like I'll help a lot of girls. Like just yesterday. Yeah, yesterday I had a girl a couple days ago. No, it was a couple days ago. I had a girl walk in and she's like, I just want something. Like my husband takes care of me. You know, we're pretty set. Yeah. But I want something where it's not just his house and his car. Yeah. And, or
something to fall back on.
Yes. And I said, yeah, even if you don't do this, you definitely need something for yourself. Yeah. You know. Yeah. So at the end of the day, you can be like, hey, I bought this table with my money. At least I have one thing that I know I contribute to, you know?
Yeah. Yeah.
So I feel like it'll definitely help a lot of girls, and I really hope these girls kind of just, because it's just taking the step.
Yeah.
Just
you gotta go for it.
Yeah, just go for it. Just go for
it.
It.
What motivates you? What makes you keep going?
I think the pressure of like we have to do something because we're first generation Mexican.
Exactly.
I think that's the main. I think everything I do, it's like I hope my parents are proud. I hope my parents are proud.
Me too. Yeah.
I think it's a Mexican thing, or maybe maybe everyone's like that.
Yeah.
But it's like one of those things that okay, they left their whole lives
country
in hopes that we would achieve something. Like we have to achieve something.
And it feels good whenever you're able to give back and stuff.
Yeah. Oh, definitely.
Yeah. That's awesome. So
I think that's a big motivation. And I have 3 girls, so I'm like
kids. Yeah.
Yeah. I always tell my girls like, this is hard, but I'm gonna do it.
Yeah.
Or, you know.
Yeah. So your family, basically.
Yeah, my family for sure.
So I got one more question. What if someone that wants to start their own business or anything like that? What's something you'd recommend them, or some advice you give to them?
So going back to another thing about having this like learning disability is I don't weigh consequences. So I have a sister and she's super smart and she's so scared to do anything. And she'll say like, I don't know how you just throw yourself. I said, I throw myself and I just think God's going to catch me. And so I think it goes back to like having that learning disability that I don't think things through. I just do them.
Just do it, yeah.
And then they just work out. So I don't know. I think, like I said, it's just that first step. Take the first step.
Yeah.
And then not everything's gonna work out. Like you said, your wife did the cosmetology, it didn't work out. But not everything will. I've done stuff that hasn't worked out. I like took courses for like body waxing and other stuff, and I'm like, no, this isn't for me.
Yeah. But at least you're trying.
Yeah, but if I never, you never try, you never.
Just a couple $1,000 in debt, but you're good.
No, you'll find it. Like God will put you where you need to be, and I think just take the step. Take the step.
Awesome.
Because what do they say? If you don't risk it, you don't get the biscuit.
You gotta risk it to get the biscuit.
Yeah, and I feel like if you're my friend just told me that the other day. If you're scared, it's because you're growing. Because if you're in the same place and you're comfortable, then you're not gonna be growing.
Yeah.
So definitely take the risk.
Yeah, get uncomfortable.
And networking.
That's
me with everything. Networking. It's the biggest thing.
So Cynthia, where can people find you? What you got? Facebook, Instagram,
yeah, I have a
TikTok?
Facebook, Bella Bonded and Lash Academy, and then Instagram is Bella Lash 806, and then our website is Bella Bonded Academy.
Awesome. Thank you for coming in, and
thank you for
maybe we can
me.
do this later on whenever you got 5 schools, 10 schools, maybe, you never know.
Yeah, that's the plan. The plan, and hopefully.
Awesome. All right, guys. Well, thank y'all for watching another episode. If y'all, or ladies, if y'all want to do some lashes, hit Bella Bond Academy School, sign up. And then guys, too, I guess.
Yeah, guys could do it, too.
Guys, James, if you want to do some eyelashes, sign up.
It's a side gig.
But thank y'all for watching another episode, and we'll catch y'all next time.